Hi there, I'm Lisa Taylor, and this is Ideas on Truth. Thanks for joining me. And I hope you follow this channel. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you have any ideas about topics that you'd like covered, please feel free to email ideasontruth@gmail.com. So tonight I wanted to tell you a little bit of a story, but before I tell you the story, I wanted to just mention how important it is, at least for me, and let me know if this is important to you too, because it is for me, how important it is for me to prepare for my day. I've been really busy recently, just a lot of activity in my life, and I have been kind of giving myself a little bit short shrift in the morning. And I just have to say that now that I'm kind of back in my routine and doing my normal schedule in the morning, it makes such a big difference throughout my day. I feel calmer, I feel more in tune with that intuitive voice that I'm always talking about, that still small voice. And I just want to say, I encourage you, if you don't have a regular daily morning practice and evening practice and throughout the day practice, if you don't have a typical, regular practice, I encourage you to find what works for you. Because it just has so much richness in it, and there's so many sort of benefits from having a practice. So I highly encourage that. But I wanted to tell you a story about something that happened many years ago, and I won't say how many years ago. I was in college, and I was studying for finals, and this is a story that illustrates the power of listening and of following and trusting your intuition yet again. I know I share a bunch of these stories, but I just feel like I've learned so much from them over the years. I just wanted to share this. So and some of you may have heard this before, and I do apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I like the story, so I'm going to tell it anyway. It's 2 a.m. I'm studying for finals, and I'm done studying for the night, and I'm heading off to my dorm to go to bed because I'm really tired and I have a big exam the next day. And I get this thought, this angel thought that comes to me, this intuition that really sounds like a voice: go to the infirmary. This place that was called Cox Cottage. It was the infirmary at the college where I went. And I thought, why do I want to go to Cox? I don't feel bad. I don't feel sick. I'm tired, but I don't feel bad. So I have no reason to go to the infirmary. And this was just a very insistent thought. So I thought, okay, you know what? All right, I just got argued. And I thought, you know what? I've always been obedient to these thoughts before. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. I really need to go to bed, but if that's what the voice is telling me, then I'm going to be obedient and go, even though it makes no sense. So I walk clear across the campus. It's like 20 minutes in the middle of the night. It's, anyway, I go across campus. I get to the infirmary. And I know, because I've gone to the school for years, that the infirmary door is locked at 11 o'clock. And you have to ring this buzzer to wake up a nurse if you get there after hours. And I am saying to the angel on the way across, I'm saying, I am not going to ring that buzzer. There's no way I'm going to wake up some nurse out of a deep sleep and, tell them I don't feel bad, but I was told to come here and not really know why. So I get across to the infirmary and I stand there at the door and I'm like, I'm not going to ring the bell. I'm just not going to do it. And I just stand there and I kind of look up and say, I'm not ringing the buzzer. I'm just not going to do it. And the voice says, try the doorknob. So I try the doorknob and it's unlocked, which is very unusual. So I go in, open the door, and I hear crying. And I think, oh, that's odd. And it's dark. And I follow the crying through the building. And I get back to the kitchen area, and there in the kitchen, on the floor of the kitchen, is a nurse who's on the floor and looking up at me, and she's, tears in her eyes, and says, how did you know to come? I've been praying that somebody would come and help me. So I got my answer. Clearly, there was a reason why I was hearing this message to go. I was able to help her, and that all turned out fine. I stayed with her that night, and I did fine on my finals, went to finals the next day. But the experience was so such a strong experience and such a stark experience. I mean, it made absolutely no sense for me to go there, but it was very clear that I needed to, and I was obedient. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you may get these thoughts, and I think a lot of times we discount them because they don't make sense, and why would I listen to that? And like the other story I shared about the guy who was in one of the towers, another 9/11 story, where he got the thought to get up and go out of the building, and he had a lot of work to do, and he argued with the thought, and the thought was so insistent he did, and it saved his life, and he was able to help save a bunch of other people's lives. But those intuitions that we get, if we listen to them and we follow them, it will change your life. It has changed my life so many times over, and I'm just so grateful that I have grown up with the understanding that having a daily practice and tuning in to mind with a capital M, to spirit, to the all-intelligent, all-knowing mind that is the creator of the universe and the creator of all of us, when we tune in to that, we are in tune with the power of the universe. We are in tune with all that is. And you can't go wrong when you listen to that. So anyway, I encourage you to build a practice, have a daily practice, be in tune with your spiritual sense, and follow it when you can. It will never steer you wrong. And who knows, you may be able to help somebody who needs some help. So this is Ideas on Truth. I am Lisa Taylor. Thank you so much for listening. I'm just really grateful that you guys are here and that you listen and that you like the ideas. And thank you so much for your emails, those of you who have emailed me at ideasontruth@gmail.com. And if you have any ideas or subjects that you'd like covered, please let me know. I love hearing your thoughts. So lots of love to you, and see you next time.